Hi, Leo, and welcome to your September 2023 read. This read is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or Venus. All right, let's get started. I shuffled in between so we can keep the energy flowing. All right, Leos. Oh my God, look at this. Are you kidding me? Who's in charge? Empowered. Wishing upon a star. Let me just kind of move this so that we can get a better view. Hold on. Okay. All right. You are coming out saying, okay, I'm ready. Let's do it. Working hard. I think for some, I felt that some of you Leos got a new job that you love doing and that you wished for this job that you're getting. I love it. Some of you are researching still. Some of you are putting the blueprints together for a project and not worried how it's going to turn out. I need another card for the Five of Cups reversed. I feel like, yep, that's what it is. Look. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. I feel massive that you were hoping and praying. I feel some of you Leos were looking for another job. You were interviewing, you've been going on interviews, and you weren't so worried about it, but maybe a tinge about how it was going to turn out. Maybe your last job wasn't, you were putting in so much work and time and effort, and you're like, oh my God, please get me out of this and let me find something that is going to be worthy of what? My time and energy, for sure, right? I love it. Wow, this is beautiful. Leos, I love it. Like you're totally in charge. I mean, your first card is the Strength card. So it has taken you a lot of strength. Some of you, it took 8 weeks to get a new job that finally you're in charge of your own destiny. I love it. I think that Five of Cups, it was just a little hint of how is this going to play out? Or maybe you were waiting for an interview, the return, comments after an interview, getting the feedback from, the company. Some of you had been with your last company for 8 years and you're like, it's time to go. I've worked too hard. And now you found something that really puts you back in charge. Some of you are Leo, Virgo cuspers. Just saying. All right, let's go through these cards here. These are beautiful. You're so in charge. You're in charge of your life. Red, orange, primarily orange, actually. A little red, hint of red, but solar plexus being your destiny in terms of what you do for a living. It has been written for sure. Masculine, feminine. What you do for a living sometimes doesn't make you always happy, but it is something that you love doing. Like we have days, don't we, Leo, that it's not every day, we're not ourselves all the time in what we do. Maybe something that you did made you feel uneasy about what you were doing, right? And now you change the dynamic of that by going to literally be in charge of your destiny. I feel like you totally took charge of your destiny here. Of course, spirit, right? This is spirit. I think you just toned it down and said, okay, what do I really want to do here? You know what I mean? And then you got that phone call, you got that response, you got the insight. They're saying very well connected. Many of you are definitely very connected. Not only to the spirit world, but also to the earth plane of being in charge of your destiny. Right. I want just one card really quick. Actually, I'm gonna wait on the vice versa deck real quick. Let me wait on that. I want one more card on the Five of Cups for Leos, please. See, you were hanging around. That's exactly what it is. You were hanging around waiting for that feedback about a job, a new job, getting a job that pays what you're worth. I mean, listen, if anyone knows it, it's a Leo. Hello. Are you kidding me? What's the most important thing that a Leo wants to represent is itself, its own power. It's courageous. You were just needing to this is tweaking your perspective of how you feel about like the next step, the next job. And the earning, they're saying the earning capacity of your earnings came to light, right? You're finally getting what you paid for, what you're worth. And you know, this is not a money, not only, I'm sorry, let me emphasize this. This is not just they're paying you for your worth. They're also paying you for your life experience. Do you understand that? You have great life experience, and now Spirit is saying what you wished for is coming to fruition. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like there might have been cause for concern or to change your viewpoint about, you know, why things were or weren't happening. Do you understand? And now it's like, oh yeah, I'm back in charge, and I know that what I am being given is what I actually had asked Spirit for maybe a long time ago. Who knows? It doesn't matter when. It matters how far you have come. That's what they're saying. All right, let's get some more cards for the narrative here for the beautiful Leos. Coming out, oh my God, I love that when it happens. You know, it's just beautiful. Look at that. A new business venture, a new opportunity has come to you that you have wished for, wanted for a long time. And we're talking a long time. Look at the mountains. Like your life experience speaks volumes, but at one, they're trying to say, slow down. At one point of your life, what you, masculine and feminine, wished for, right, wasn't coming for a while, right? You haven't been happy. Some of you haven't been happy in your job for a while, right? For not being seen, not being heard, not being given the responsibilities, right? Maybe having to go through, you know, the big boss instead. And now you are the big boss, but you're doing it so in a fashion that Spirit says you're ready. Now you're ready to be seen, to be heard, and to be valued for your worth. See, look at the bottom. Just look. Do you see what I mean? I think you were so unhappy for a while, right? Maybe the last 5 weeks, 5 months. I'd say 5 months. All right, let's keep going. The Eight of Pentacles, you've worked hard. So you go back to the drawing board, right? You go back to the drawing board. You're a seasoned executive. You don't have to work in corporate America to be a seasoned executive, right? Look at you have so much wisdom. You have so much wisdom that, you know what, Leos, for some of you, you don't share what you know because you don't want to look like you're trying to, you know, be better than others. And humbly so. Look at that. This is humbling. You've kept a very low profile in a very graceful way, going through your trials and tribulations. You have maintained your integrity, your character, and you have become very wise. To what is within, look, within and without. As above, so below. What you think becomes. What you've asked for from Spirit is happening, has happened, will happen in the month of September. As above, so below. You've done your research. This is life experience. Are you kidding? Look at. This is the first beginnings of, right, of your work, and here you are now. Do you understand? It's not above. It's got nothing to do with age. It has everything to do with wisdom that you've gained, life experience you have gained, and the knowledge to move forward and to be seen as such, humbly so. Understand that. That's very important. This is not about anything else but the change you had to, at some point, some of you had to change your perspective about how you envision the future of your life and how you have and you were worried. I feel like some of you were very worried that you were not going to be able to be granted that, right, that gift. It's a gift. To be gifted after such work and life experience. How could you not know that Spirit wasn't going to gift you with your place in the world? Okay, so five of Cups and the Hangman is all about the change of, right, of how you view yourself and others, how others view you. They're saying others were not seeing you, have not seen you. You're the star. Look at the stars. All the stars are aligning now. Look at that. You had to be literally put upside down in order to go right side up. Do you understand that? Does that make sense? I need another card for this beautiful Two of Cups. See that? It was about the actions of someone, you and or another, needing to change your perspective in order to be seen. But seen in a way that, it's kind of like in and out. You know what I mean? It's like you sometimes are seen and sometimes not seen. Does that make sense? Your wish was to be seen in the full body embodiment of your value, right? But during the course of time, over time, some people, maybe significant people in your life, needed to have a change of perspective because they haven't been through the road, right? The road less traveled. Do you know what I mean? They haven't been through it. You have. So for some of you, your person, the masculine here, was not seeing your path, your way. They did not see you for what you bring to the table. And literally, some people had to be literally turned upside down, meaning changing your perspective. They had to change. The masculine had to change the perspective of how they see the feminine. And then what? Once they see you, once they know you are on the unicorn, they're like, oh, that's a horse they're on. No, they're not. He is not. He's on the unicorn. He finally realizes the path that has taken you from life destiny and fated destiny to life experience to rightfully your place. This is your journey, Leos. This is beautiful. Let's get a card for this beautiful Knight of Wands, which is taking action, right? Look at this, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You may have been with or be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, rising moon in your chart, right, Leos? or you were with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius who did not see and value you. Got it? Let's get another card for that, because this this could be someone who also got divorced at some point. Look at, and is hurting. Okay, so this is what's happened. Okay, the masculine, this is the masculine whom maybe was an ex-boyfriend, ex-live-in, ex-lover, ex-soul to soul counterpart. All right, a divorce could have ensued, and it looks like, okay, so now someone may see you and value you, but hence you're not with them. So for some of you, you're still, the 10 of Swords here is upright. You see what I mean? So that means that someone really is still hurting the loss of you, the loss of being with you, and or vice versa. Right? Leo, you started out here. You have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here, and Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn here. But this Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, I feel truly is dictating your ascended wisdom. The wisdom. Okay? So this feels like someone did not see you for your stardom, your worth, and now they do. All right, let's get another card for this right here. See? Yep. And now they do. So, understand that if you have an ex that you're no longer with, but they still love you and they still care for you, and how you are seen and perceived in the world now, they see you. Now they see you. And for some of you, they see you happy with another. Got to put it out there as we see it. Correct? Maybe this relationship had to undergo a new learning of, someone had to see you differently. And when it was said and done, the divorce happened, or a separation happened, or a cutting of, ties happened, but hence they still care and love you just the same and want you to see you happy with. That's true love. I'm just going to say it. You may be with someone else, and now they value what you brought to their to the table with them at the time of being with them, like 8 to 10 years. All right, now we see the value here, correct? Let me just move this over a tad. Okay, so Leos, you now are dealing with oh my God, stop. Wow. I don't know, I heard kingdom come. Thy will be done. Wow. So this is about your true happiness. Leo, you and or another find that even though you could not have sustained the relationship, you've learned a lot from another and they you, and you now come out as both this coming together of two people sustaining the same value for one another. Two people that love one another, that maybe not have been able to be with one another, but yet still love one another. I mean, that doesn't happen a lot, right? Where an ex really still cares and hopes and wishes well for you and is proud of you, right? And so a red-tailed hawk may be your spirit totem animal and or theirs. This is the double happiness, right? So when one door closes, the right one opens, right? When one door closes, the true happiness of one's value is seen. and we are grateful for it. And I feel that it was Gemini that had something similar to this read. This is great happiness. This is everlasting, right? You know, the beach scene, right? Over the rainbow, true happiness, right? Wow. Wow. I know, I'm like, wow, right? Leo, this is absolutely beautiful. What you've always wanted to attain in the work sector, as well as your like forever person, is being granted by the wishes that you and or another made like a long time ago, right? You know, these two people wished upon the same star and now they're together. So Leo, you and another person wished for the exact same thing, and here it is. To be seen, to be loved, and to be valued, not for the sense of money, but to be valued as the star that you are. And I mean the star of spirit. This is spirit. This is asking God for that wish. To be the strength, to be the lion, to be the one seen, but valued, not to be seen and valued as arrogant, but as humble. Humility, humbleness, gratitude. That is what life experience teaches us as we get, like the masculine had to learn. I feel the masculine learned. I feel if a relationship was about to end, that cycle has ended and a new cycle emerges because someone finally sees you as very wise, knowledgeable, some of you have gone to the beach or are going to the beach or have both experienced, right, going to the beach, right? You are the star. And I think someone just, for some, it just took someone a minute to gather themselves out of the darkness into the light of a new day, of understanding that life experience speaks volumes. You are in charge, right? In terms of, I don't mean it in charge. See, literally words get lost in translation. They do. So understand, when I say large and in charge, I mean spiritually driven. Life experience, being grateful. This is a man who has learned from childhood. Wishing upon, like, and then, you know, you look at this card reversed, right? What happened? See, this is what happened right here. An ending of someone who doesn't value or doesn't see or didn't want to see or didn't want to acknowledge, right? Someone that you've known for a long time, right? And then someone gathered their thoughts and said, oh, someone literally, your significant person has seen you now for your life experiences and what you bring to the table. Okay? Some of these reads, Leos, some of these readings go a little longer or a little shorter based on, of course, the content, right? And when we look at this beautiful reading, Leos, you know, what you have wished for is literally coming to fruition. And this remains. This is long term. This is longevity. This is what remains. You know, when you were a kid, some of you wished to be heard and to be seen. You know, maybe not so much, you know, like in Hollywood, you know, not that. Certainly not that, right? And the darkness of this star was just someone wasn't seeing your value, and it was causing havoc in a relationship, in a marriage, or it was someone who is your ex who now values and sees you for your worth and is proud of you. But I feel that this is someone that you had dealt with or have dealt with in a relationship that, you know, someone wasn't really understanding, perhaps. You know, you have to understand the 3D world versus, you know, wishing upon a star and praying. And what the work that you do, you believe in. You know, you don't have to show others, and you haven't. It shows up for itself. Okay, that's where they want me to finish with your read. So let's get three super cards for my beautiful, there goes one, Leos. Look at that. As above, so below. Your reflection. This is your reflection. As above, so below. What you have wished for. Here is the earth plane, right? What you've wished for is now being given to you, is being seen, is being heard throughout the world, right? You help others. You help others by giving of yourself to the world. You know, one person to the world. One person is all it takes. You know, Leo? You do know. One person is all it takes to solidify your humble, you're tamed, you're humbly, you're humbled, you're grateful. Okay, let's get two more here. Wow, look at that, the void. Oh my gosh, look at that. Right? Where does the reflection, right? The reflection shows when we go from darkness to light, right? Darkness to light. This is the void, where you've been, how you reflect yourself to others who didn't see you, which is that row right here, right? And the last, it has to be imagination, yes. It's lending, it's giving of yourself. It's showing others how you imagine your life, first of all. It's seeing your reflection. This is yourself. This is me, myself, and I, all in one, as one, right? And then you go into the void, into the dark night of the soul, which was your learning or someone else's learning of seeing your reflection and what that meant and means to them. Someone wasn't seeing you for your colorful values, the value of, right? You know, I say the rock star that you are. I heard it, so I'm going to say it. Imagine. The imagination does happen to play havoc on us and or others But when someone finally seeks to understand, look, as above, so below, it comes together as one. We are receiving here from Spirit. Do you see that? You are receiving. You have your hands out and open. You are ready to receive. This card is ready to receive, but it wasn't ready because you were in the void. You were still working. Spirit was still working its magic, as above, so below. The Trinity. So this is a beautiful depiction of wishes coming true for Leos. Oh my God, I love it. All right. There's nothing more to be said. Just enjoy this time and reflect and never forget where we come from. I send you so much love and light. Have a great month. And listen, if this applies to you, Leos, let me know. All right, take care. I'm here for you.